Today, we're gonna be deep diving into an area that up into the last 1 to 2 decades has been a hidden gem. And that area is none other than the eastern side of Raleigh, North Carolina. This is where you'll find Wendell, Knightdale, and Zebulon. Now, I personally live on the border of Wendell and Knightdale, and I'm just a stone throw away from Zebulon. So I can definitely tell you a lot about this area on the eastern side, as they hold a special place in my family and I's heart. Today, I'll be exploring some of the features that make each town unique and special in its own way. And my hopes at the end of this, you'll know which town also sings to your heart that you would want to call home. If you want to know more of that information, stay tuned because we're at it next. Hey y'all, welcome to the channel or welcome back. I'm Brandy Nemergut, a local real estate agent right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Your connection to all things real estate and all things Raleigh. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, please click the button below and tap that little bell and you'll be notified every time we drop a new video. Not only do I love making these videos to help y'all, I also love to help you with your real estate needs. So if you're relocating to the Raleigh area or anywhere surrounding the Raleigh area and looking to purchase a home, we would love to help you. All you have to do is reach out to me. My number's right here on the screen. Whether you want to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, I would love to chat. Okay, let's just jump right on in and we're gonna start with Knightdale. Now this is my current hometown and I previously lived in Clayton, which is just one town up and to the left of Knightdale, which I also love too, but that's a whole other video. So let's get back to Knightdale. Now Knightdale is gonna be closest to downtown Raleigh, which is one of the reasons why my family and I ultimately decided to live here. Now, some people think that Knightdale is just too far away and removed from everything, but I'm here to tell you, we can get to most of the surrounding towns and a lot of suburbs within a 15 to 20 minute drive up to a 30-minute drive. In fact, I can be in North Hills, Raleigh, where all the shopping and restaurants are in less than 20 minutes, or the PNC Arena enjoying a concert or a hockey game. I can even be in Cary or Wake Forest in less than 30 minutes. For Knightdale, the furthest drives are gonna be Holly Springs and Fuquay-Varina, and then Chapel Hill and even Durham. But in saying that, you can still be within those locations within 45 minutes to an hour. And if you're relocating from places like I did, I previously lived in California, or if you're coming from New York, Jersey, Connecticut, or even Florida, and have dealt with real traffic, then those drive times probably won't scare you because you're not sitting in hours worth of traffic on the highway here. And one of the beauties about Knightdale, if you don't want to leave here, the town really has all that you need. Now for shopping, we have the typical box chain stores, and the most important to most girls that you ask, which is Target. We also have Kohl's, TJ Maxx, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. And when it comes to restaurants, we have places like Saltgrass Steakhouse, Applebee's, Wild Wings, and then we have typical food chains like Bojangles, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, and even Jersey Mike's. Now, aside from all the box chains, we have a really fabulous mom and pop community. Some of our favorites are Prime Barbecue, Oak City Brewery, Cake Town Bakery NC, La Casita, and Annette's Fresh Catch. She has some locally sourced fish that is absolutely amazing. And the Depot on First, and many more. And after visiting these establishments a few times, you'll feel like you're opening the door and coming home to family. There's a sense of pride in our community, and people take the time to get to know the customers at a deeper level. That is, of course, if you want them to. If you don't, they will give you your space. But out here, we're known for Southern hospitality and being friendly. Knightdale knows how to involve the family and have some fun. If you have kids, you'll love our local library. They always have fun things for the kids to do and not only encourage reading, but learning new things. They come up with the best crafts and outdoor activities. And behind the library is the environmental park where you can take a walk on the trails or even fish in the pond. The town also does a great job scheduling activities, arts and crafts, and festivals throughout the year. We also have movies in the park, 4th of July fireworks, fall festivities, tree lighting, and a Christmas parade on First Avenue. There's even an outdoor market where you can buy fresh fruits, veggies, and local fairs. There's some really great parks in Knightdale. Our most popular is Knightdale Station Park. Now, fun fact, this used to be a 76-acre active working nursery that has been transformed into an absolutely amazing space. You'll find all ages come here for the walking trails, disc golf, playing fields. There's a kids playground, splash pad, a dog park. There's even a YMCA with a pool. And if you love playing pickleball, head over to Harper's Park. And if you want to shoot some hoops or walk the Greenway Trail, we also have Mingo Creek Greenway Trail. It's also a great scenic area if you love to walk or run. Knightdale is definitely growing and is one of the fastest growing cities in the Raleigh area. And I will say it's not showing any signs of slowing down. The Downtown North development is now underway. This 91-acre space will include single-family homes, townhomes, apartments. There's also plans for commercial and retail space, grocery store, fitness center, and even a hotel. This will definitely give us a new and improved, lively downtown that will compete with some of our surrounding suburbs. There's also Parkside at Westlake that will include apartments, townhomes, single-family residences, mixed-use commercial, office space, shopping, greenways, and more. And the River District, which spans 4 square miles, that will improve walkability and connectability by filling in greenway and walkway gaps. When it comes to affordability, Knightdale still has some really affordable options. Currently, in late 2023, the median price point for a home is approximately $451,000, and a townhome will run you approximately $352,500. Now, when you compare that to some of the surrounding suburbs in the Triangle, like Cary, Holly Springs, and Apex, that's going to roughly save you $100,000 to $200,000. So if you don't mind driving a little bit further, your housing money will definitely stretch a lot farther here in Knightdale. Now, Knightdale still is on the smaller side of towns. We have roughly just under 20,000 residents who call it home. The median household income here is just over $91,000 and a poverty rate of just over 5%. And with all this development that's going on here, it's sure to attract more people to our area. Personally, I love living in Knightdale with its easy access to highways and getting around the Triangle area, along with all the friendly people here and the town that has an old meets new vibe. Next, let's explore Wendell. Wendell is just east of Raleigh between Knightdale and Zebulon. There's just under 16,000 residents who call it home, with a median household income of about $85,000 and a poverty rate just under 9%. I feel like Wendell has been such an underrated area for so long, but they're starting to come into focus for a lot of families, not only for its affordability, but its easy accessibility to neighboring towns. You have Clayton and Knightdale, which are growing and adding more retail space, along with some really great restaurant options and outdoor spaces and activities to enjoy without needing to head into the Raleigh area. Now, a fun fact, my house is actually on the border of Wendell and Knightdale. Just 2 homes separate us between the 2 cities. And when I have my Apple Watch on and I'm upstairs, it says my location is in Wendell. But when I go downstairs, my location on my Apple Watch says I'm in Knightdale. Pretty confusing, right? But I will say I definitely love both of the towns and all the amenities they have to offer. Now, we've been here just about 5 years, and I know back then when we first came here, Wendell wasn't much to talk about. It's always been known for its rural living and getting away from all the hustle and bustle of the city. Wendell Falls really put Wendell on the map and has since exploded in growth, not only in new housing developments, but also with the Tree Light Square shopping center. It has new commercial and retail space, apartments. There's a Publix, which we absolutely love. They have a great selection of meats, vegetables, and some really tasty baked goods. And there's even restaurants like Don Vito's, which actually has another location in the neighboring town of Clayton. There's also a charter school here, a daycare, and a hospital and hotel on the way. In fact, this area in Wendell has $350 million that's being invested in its development by the time this project is completed, which is roughly about 5 years. And when it comes to downtown Wendell, it's the cutest, quaint little town that includes both old and new shops and restaurants that have come in and settled down their roots. There are some favorites here with the locals like Ever's Kitchen. Our favorite is definitely the Tiki Masala and the Drunken Noodles. You have Whistle Stop Bottle Shop, which has an indoor gaming area to play, both kids and adults, or there's a bar that you can sit on and some nice relaxing couches that you can actually bring in your food from some other vendors and sit down and have a glass of beer or wine and just relax and have fun with your family and friends. And they also have live music nights on certain days as well. There's also Farmer's Merchant and even the Bearded Bee. Now the Bearded Bee has a really cool vibe. They usually have rotating food trucks outside. They have indoor, outdoor seating, and it's just lit up with all these beautiful little white Christmas lights. And they have rotating themed nights as well. They definitely do a lot to keep activity going in the community. And my daughter loves going to the Wendell General Store, where it's kind of like a blast from the past. Not only do you have local crafts that you can buy, but there's also all the old school candies, and you can also get a scoop of ice cream. They serve Hershey's ice cream, and it's absolutely delicious. It's definitely my daughter's favorite. And then just a couple streets up from downtown Wendell, I can't forget to mention Whitney's Chocolates. She has the cutest little building with this huge life-size strawberry on it, and when you walk into the doors, it just smells like chocolate heaven. It's just a mini little building of just all the good creations that anyone can ever imagine. So definitely stop by and you'd be in for a sweet treat. And she makes some absolutely divine chocolate covered strawberries as well. And during certain times in the months and within the season, the town will also block off the entrance ways to drive in and out of downtown, and they hold live festivals, crafts, vendors will come, live music, and everybody just walks around and just has a great time. And one of my favorite times has to be Christmas, when Mr. and Miss Claus come for some photo opportunities, and then they have the Myra lights where they're actually dancing to the music. It's just a lot of fun for all the families to enjoy. Now I will tell you, it's not your typical hopping downtown that you're gonna find, especially in Raleigh or some of the surrounding suburbs, but it definitely holds its own for this little community. And I feel like it has just enough if you feel like getting out of town and doing something without having to head into Raleigh. When it comes to location, you can be in North Hills, Raleigh in 20 minutes. And downtown Raleigh will take you about 25 minutes. Now the RTP is gonna be a bit further. It's gonna take you roughly about 40 minutes. And if you wanna head into Durham, say to the South Point Mall, that'll take you about 45 minutes. Now Chapel Hill is gonna be a bit further. It's gonna be about an hour drive, but I will say if you're living in Wendell and you're looking to drive within a 30-minute radius, if you're driving within Raleigh or the surrounding suburbs, you can easily do that, which surprises a lot of people when I tell them that, because they think Wendell is a much further drive than it is. When it comes to homes, there's a lot of opportunity to purchase a home here, especially in new construction. If you have your eyes on Wendell Falls, many who live here describe it as resort style living. I have many friends who live here and absolutely love it. They also have a newer community, a 55+ community right across the street. And residents there can not only enjoy the amenities there, but they can cross over and enjoy the amenities right here in Wendell Falls. They have a farmhouse cafe where you can get a bite to eat or relax and sip a drink. For lunch, I love their mesa bowls, and for breakfast, my husband loves their chorizo tacos. They also have some nights where they do bingo, there's live music, residents can enjoy the pool, there's a fire pit, a kid's playground, walking trails, and you can even walk to a little waterfall which is how it got its name. In late 2023, the median price point for a single family home in Wendell Falls is approximately $527,445. And a townhome will run you around $445,965,000. Now, don't worry if you don't want to live in Wendell Falls, because this is just one community and there's plenty more to live in. There's many more wonderful communities within the Wendell area, and the median price point in just Wendell for a single family home is roughly $414,000, and a townhome will run you just over $365,000. Now, I just sold a new construction townhome about 10 minutes away from the Wendell Falls area, so it's closer to the Zebulon area, but it's still considered Wendell, and I was quite impressed with this community. Not only do they have townhomes just under $300,000, you can get a single family residence for $400,000 or less. And what was impressive to me with that is that includes amenities like a pool, playground area including volleyball, an area for the dogs to play, and even an outdoor fireplace. And the good news, they're in phase 1, so there's still plenty of homes available as of late 2023. If you want any information on any of these communities that I've been discussing, please feel free to reach out to me. When it comes to parks, there's plenty to choose from right here in Wendell. One of our favorites is Robertson's Mill Pond Preserve. It's an 85-acre preserve where you can walk on trails, have a picnic, fish, paddle, boat, or kayak on the Neuse River. And locally near the downtown area is the Wendell Park and Rec Center. There they have a really great open space where not only do they do festivals, but there's a dog park, a playground, and even a community garden. And inside the rec center, they host movie nights, kids sports, and we even have an annual visit from the Disney princesses. And if you enjoy golf, there's the Wendell Country Club. It's been around since 1957 and is known for the best golf value in Wake County. The course is described as fun, fast, and friendly. And then you have Divot Grill there if you want to get a bite to eat. And if your kids love to swim, there's the Wendell Swim Club. They've actually been around since 1979, and it is a membership only, but not only do they offer the pool, but they also have summer camps. And that brings us to our last city, which is Zebulon. Now, Zebulon is gonna be farthest to the east of Raleigh and has a very country setting feel with a lot of southern charm. Now, even though it's one of the smallest towns within the Raleigh area, Zebulon is still seeing its fair share of growth, with more in the near future. It currently has a population of just over 10,000 residents, with a median household income of $65,000 and a poverty rate just under 8%. And as far as location, surprisingly, it's not as far of a commute as some might think. You can be in Wendell in 10 minutes, Knightdale in 15 minutes, North Hills Raleigh in 25 minutes, and whether you want to head to downtown Raleigh or Wake Forest, it'll take you just under 30 minutes. And again, if you came from a previous state that actually had a lot of traffic, a 30-minute or less commute may very well seem doable to you. Now, if you do have to head into the Research Triangle Park, also known as the RTP, that will take you about 45 minutes, so it will start to become a bit of a stretch. If you're looking for a slower pace of life and a serene setting, you just may love Zebulon. You'll still find plenty of stretching tobacco farms, and it has a really quaint downtown that's still in the process of revitalization. It has some really great gems like the Old Raleigh Distillery, which won the best microbrewery in the world in 2023, or Creative Cup Coffee Shop, which offers a lot more than just coffee and baked goods. They have some amazing classes and activities to enjoy as well. And an interesting find that you wouldn't think would be in some small rural town is McLillan's Bagpipe Shop. And a fun fact, they're the only studio in North America that makes, sells, and teaches the Scottish national instrument. For restaurants, a local favorite is McLean's Old Time Cafe. They have some great country style options and some great chocolate covered strawberries that I got for Valentine's Day when we first moved here. Now, this is the first restaurant that we actually ate at when we visited Zebulon. And if you want a good steak, head over to Southland Steakhouse. When it comes to parks, Zebulon has two of my favorites. From Zebulon Community Park, with lots of shaded area, playgrounds, sports fields, and disc golf. Or you can head over to Little River Park with walking trails and even an area to fish. The pride and joy of Zebulon, I'd have to say it's home to the Five Country Stadium where the local Mudcats play, which is a minor league baseball team here. Even community fans from the neighboring towns will drive here for a fun afternoon or evening game. They have a lot of fun themed nights, and some even end with fireworks. Now, when it comes to major shopping, you're not gonna find much here. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, you can be within the Wendell or Knightdale area within 10 to 15 minutes. And you can still be in Raleigh in less than 30 minutes. So you're still within a close proximity to all the shops. When it comes to housing, you can choose from a more rural and spacious backyard or even a community subdivision. And when it comes to prices, your budget will definitely stretch further here. The median price point for a single family house is roughly $375,800, while a townhouse will cost you just over $288,000. And if you're looking for a new construction opportunity, you'll definitely find it here in Zebulon. For reference, in late 2023, when we're doing this video, there's currently 242 homes available. And out of those homes, 107 are new construction. Whether you're looking for a rural charming town or an old meets new progressing town, these three areas have something distinct to offer. If you found this information helpful, please click the like button below so others like you can find this information as well. And if you're considering relocating to Knightdale, Wendell, Zebulon, or anywhere within Raleigh and the surrounding area and looking to purchase a home, we would love to help you. All you have to do is reach out to us. My number's right here on the screen. Whether you want to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, we would love to chat. Till next time, we'll see y'all later.